Okay, today you have to do the introduction, okay, for the first assignment. But before you do this, okay, I will do a little bit of explanation of the things which will help you later on. Okay, so from now onwards, you will be doing the assignments in groups. Okay, and for every assignment, you have to write a report and give the presentation. Okay, and the presentation should be formal presentation. You have to prepare the slides, okay, and the group has to participate and so on and so forth. So since report and presentation both are required in all the remaining assignments, so I just thought that we should quickly review some of the main points about report writing and presentation. Okay, you have covered them in more details with practice and exercises in which course? 242. Okay, I told you that course, right? God bless you. So, but just keep in mind this is just a review. Okay, you will know, you should know more about it. Okay. Okay, a good report should be easy to recognize. What do we mean by it? Now if somebody gives you a report, okay, and they say, okay, now read it, okay, or check if this report is important for you or not. What are the things on the basis of which you will decide whether I should read this report or not? Somebody gives you a document, a book, a report, okay, and you want to decide, should I take it or not? Should I just throw it in the trash can? So what are the things you are looking for? Tell me. Summary, okay, but before summary, the title, okay, and what else? Anything else? Logo, okay. Who wrote the report? Logo or the author, okay, depends upon different things. Okay, so these things, what you said, should be easily available for anybody who wants to see it. Okay, some people submit the report to me and there is no title page. They say, doctor, you know it's submitted by me. Yes, but it's supposed to be a professional report. So a professional report is easy to recognize. Easy to recognize means you should be able to recognize what this report is about. What is the topic of the report? Who wrote the report? Okay, and if you want to see some more details, you will see in the summary, abstract, summary, whatever you call it. Okay, so these things should be easily available, okay, at the start of the report, and they should have the things which are important. Okay, so this is what is mentioned here. Title is already mentioned. The title should be precise and informative. Okay, sometimes this is a trade-off. If you want to make the title too informative, it will become very long. It will become like a sentence. Okay, and if you want to make it very precise, then people don't know what you are talking about, what this report is about. Okay, for example, you wrote a report about design of a residential building. Okay, now if you just write the title, building, very precise, right? Only one word. But what about building? Okay, now if you write the title in this, or the report has design of beam, column, slab, foundation, wall, and thickness and dimensions and so on and so forth, it will become like a paragraph, right? Nobody wants to see a paragraph as a title. It's unprofessional. Okay, so you have to do a trade-off. Title should be precise but at the same time informative as well. Okay, so you can say structural design of a residential building. It's enough. Okay, Clear? Sometimes they give like a limit 10 to 12 words. Okay? Or sometimes they give a limit in terms of number of characters. Characters involve letters and spaces and so on. So they say including all this, the title should not be more than 100 characters. But these are just some guidelines. Okay? But the idea is, should not be too long, and it should still have some information about what is coming in the report. Okay? Logical format for the reader. Okay, we will emphasize on this point later on as well. Who is your reader? Who will see your report? Is it your boss? Is it your client? Okay. Is it someone from the ministry? Okay. Is it a guy who wants to give you an F like me? Okay. And the order of the report should be according to him. If he is someone from the ministry, for example, now he is more interested in what? What is the problem? Why are you giving me this report? Okay. Then what is your solution and what you are proposing and so on and so forth. Okay. So the logical format may start from the problem. Okay. How will you serve the community, right? How will you serve the people? But if it is your boss, his first priority is what? You are the boss. What is your first priority? Come on. If you are the boss of a company, why are you guys thinking so much? If you are the boss of your company, what is your first priority? What is the thing you are always looking for? What? Come on, people, say something. Huh? I am giving you the report. Okay? What is the first thing you are looking for in the report? You are the boss. Huh? Huh? What every company needs? Tell me. Why did he make the company? Huh? A good job. You are the boss. You are the boss. Huh? What is every boss looking for? This is what we are discussing. If you are giving the report to your boss, what should be the first objective of the report?
How do you improve the work?
The organize.
Huh? How should we organize the report so it looks good to your boss? This is my question. You are giving me answers that is my question. If you make a company, you make it for business and money. Okay. So the report which goes to the boss will tell how this report or how my work will benefit the business of the company. How will you get more clients? More clients means more money. Okay. Get it in your head. Huh? Clear or not? But the point here is you have to think from the perspective of the reader, which I was trying to do right now. That you think like you are the boss. So what is the first thing you are looking for in the report? You already have the report in front of you. You are not making the report. Think about it like this. I am reading the report and I am the boss. I am reading the report. I am the minister. Okay? What should be the strength? This is what you have if when you are writing the report. Okay? Now my question is finished. Okay? Imagine you are writing the report. Okay? When you are writing the report, what should be the first chapter? What should be the second chapter? What should be the third chapter? How will you decide? You decide from the point of view of the reader who will read the report. Got it? Don't think about it like this chapter is very interesting to me, so I will put it as the first chapter. No, 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 no. What should the reader see in your report first? That should be the first chapter. Okay, so the point is, think from the point of view of the reader. What will benefit him the most? That should come first. Okay, yesterday some students came to me and they were showing me their senior design project. Okay, some part of their senior design project. So I told them, before they were designing something, a bridge. So I told them, before you start designing the bridge, you have to tell the examiner why you are designing the bridge. Got it? What's the benefit? Okay, so this is what they are saying. But benefit to who? To the reader. So then he will continue reading your report. Got it? Okay, think from the point of view of the reader. What is most important for him on the top, then the details and so on. Clear? Okay. The headings again, you go back to the second point. The title of the report should be informative and precise, and title of every chapter should be informative and precise as well. Okay, I am looking at the chapter again. I will decide whether to read the chapter or not depending upon the title. If the title doesn't tell me what is in the chapter, I will not read it. Okay, I will waste my time and then I will not read the rest of the report. Okay, 99% of the cases. How much? How much percent? 99% of the cases, people don't read the full report, even if it is interesting for them, even if it is beneficial for them. They don't read the full report, they will read some parts of it. Okay, so which parts they want to read, they will decide on the basis of the title of each chapter, the heading of each section. Okay, so keep the same point in mind. Diagrams are well presented and clearly labeled, very, very, very important for engineers. If you did some very good work, but you are not presenting it graphically, all of it is gone. Okay? What do they say about a picture? A picture is worth how many words? A picture is worth how many words? Zero. Very good. We don't have any pictures. This is a saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So instead of writing something in 1,000 words, one picture could be enough. Okay, this is a saying. We came up with a new saying. A picture is worth 0 words. Very good. People will come out of their graves and they will haunt you at night. Be prepared. Okay, so what you will write in a full page, you can do it with a small picture, with a small diagram. And since we are civil engineers, we cannot get rid of it, we cannot avoid it. Got it? So those diagrams, those pictures should be well presented. That's why you have an entire course about it, right? Which course was that? In which course they were teaching you how to draw and how to make drawings and so on? Which course? 160. Okay, 160. What was the name of the course? AutoCAD. Name of the course is AutoCAD?
Yeah.
No.
Graphical.
Huh?
Graphical.
Graphical what? Yes. Huh? Graphical drawing. Very good. But it's 160, right? No, we are very good with numbers. Huh? We don't remember the name. And the name is not AutoCAD. And the name is not graphical drawing. Okay, if somebody says graphical drawing, that's wrong. Okay. Drawing is graphical. It's something else. Go and find out. Okay? And this. So, they are saying drawings, consider them as drawings because we deal with drawings. So, the drawings should be clear, okay, and they should be labeled, that there should be a title. If they are, if you are showing different parts or dimensions, they should be clearly mentioned. Okay, very clear, a mistake which I see very often is we draw something and then we just print it. By we I mean you guys. Okay, then we just print it. You don't look at the layout. Okay, now you are looking in AutoCAD, right?
Yeah.
So you can zoom in. Can you do the same thing with the paper? No. So when you take that drawing and put it in the file, then you have to see if it is clear and labeled or not. Okay, people are bringing the drawing of the entire road. Okay, and the numbers are like this, teeny tiny. I cannot see anything. Okay, so avoid these things. While you are making your drawings and diagrams, don't just focus on making them. Also focus on how will they look when I put them in the report. Okay, you will give one report, one document. Okay, you cannot tell the reader, for this drawing go to this file, for this drawing go to this file. No. Everything in one file. Okay, and that everything should be clear and labeled in the report. Don't ask them to go to that file and zoom in. No, I don't have that much time. Okay, clear? Okay, 10 rules for good report writing. Took it from a book, maybe you have seen it. Produce the report for the reader. The point which I already mentioned in the previous slide. Don't think what is good for me. Think what is good for the reader. Okay? Don't think what is interesting for me. Think what will be interesting for the reader. And your reader can be a different person every time. One report can be for the client, the other report can be for the boss. And it happens very often. You may be preparing two reports, one for the client, one for the boss at the same time. Okay? And these are two different reports, so you have to take care of it. Keep the report as short as possible. Okay? Any unnecessary sentences, any unnecessary chapters. Okay? The report is to show your work and not to show your knowledge. Okay? It's not about your knowledge, how much you know. It's about how much the reader wants to know or the reader needs to know. Got it? Okay? So for the entire design of the building, if he just needs to know the cost, then give him the cost. That's it. Clear? Yeah, you did the entire design of the building. You used 3 different softwares and you did this calculation, that calculation. The reader doesn't want to know about it. The reader doesn't need to know about it. Just forget about it. Okay? If you can make a report of 10 pages, which is good for the reader, fine. Okay? So there is no, like having a big report is not a positive every time. Clear? Organize information for the convenience of the reader. I already mentioned it. Okay? What he needs to know first, then what after, and so on. Clear? Include accurate references. Okay? Accurate means what? Accuracy means 2 things. So you are putting reference now. I took this information, for example, I am showing in this area there are 100,000 people living. Okay? So if you want to give a reference, from where did I take this information? Okay? So accuracy of the reference means 2 things. First of all, the reference should be complete. The reference should be complete. Anybody can go and check it. To check that source, the required information is given. The web link is given. The name of the organization who made that web link is given. If it is a book, name of the author is given. Name of the publisher is given. Date of publication is given. Chapter number is given. Alright, page numbers are given. So accuracy, one thing is completeness. Okay, all necessary details about that source are given. Clear? And accuracy also means reliable. Accuracy also means reliable. Okay? So somebody posts on their blog or on their social media page about there are thousands of accidents happening in Bahrain every day. It's online available. You know the date, you know the person. But is it reliable? Is it reliable? I can do it on my page. No problem. Is it reliable? No. Okay, so accuracy means two things. First of all, get the information from a reliable source which has authentic. Okay? And secondly, the reference should be complete. All the details. Okay? Ensure your writing is accurate, precise, and concise and straightforward. Okay? You want to write like these sentences. They are very straightforward. Okay? Each one of them is a very straightforward sentence. Okay? And generally, then we use active voice. There are two voices, right? Active and they are not complete. Let me complete. There are two voices of writing, huh? Active and what? Beyond. There are two ways to write a sentence, active and find out. Okay? So active is more straightforward, the way which you see here. Okay? Direct, I think is said directly. Okay? Let me give you an example. If you say, for example, if you say, this building will have 10 stories, okay, or 10 levels. Okay, this is active, this is direct. Okay, very precise. There is a building which has 10 stories or 10 levels. Okay, or you can make it longer. This building will have 5 floors for residential, and there will be underground parking, then there will be a roof, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you are making it, you are stretching it longer. Okay, try to avoid these things. Try to avoid giving too, sentences should be short and precise. Okay, and direct. The information which you are trying to give should be visible to the reader as soon as he reads the sentence. Include diagrams with the right labels in the right place for your reader. I already talked about the clarity of the diagram and the labeling. Okay, every diagram should have a caption. Every diagram should have a title or a caption. Okay, and that title or caption should be telling the reader what this diagram is about. Okay, and it should be at the right place. Right place meaning what? I am doing the design of the building in, let's say, section 3 of the report. So the drawing of the building should be in section 3. If you put it in section 2, the reader will see the drawing, but there is no design. There is no explanation. If you put it in chapter 4 or section 4, he will see the design, but he will not find the drawing. Okay, so in both cases it is useless. Okay, so right place means where you are writing the things about the diagram. The diagram should appear there. Okay, preferably on the same page. Okay, so I am writing about the beams. The diagram of the beam should be preferably on the same page. Okay, so the reader doesn't have to flip the pages or go up and down on the screen to see where is the diagram. This is not useful, this is not good for the reader. Make sure there is a summary first of all. Okay, make sure there is a summary of the report. Okay, and summary comes where? At the start or end? The summary of the report. Start or end? Start. Okay, and why abstract or summary? Same thing. The summary should give a brief about everything which you did in the report. Okay, very common mistake. People write about the importance or general discussion, general items. Okay, for example, there is a report about, let's say, designing a solar system, for example, not solar system, a solar energy station, for example. Okay, so the common mistake is in the summary they just write about why energy and energy efficiency is important. That's it. It's general, everybody knows about it. What you did in the report. Summary should have the results from the report as well. Okay, got it? Summary is coming at the start. So people think that in the summary we just write something general. No, summary is written at the end. Writing the summary happens when you have finished the report. You put it at the start for who? For the reader. Okay, so the reader would want to know about the results of your work as well. He is deciding whether to read the report or not. So summary should have something about the objective of the report, about the method of you have adopted in your work, and about the results as well. Summary should have all these items. Clear? Okay. Yeah, write 1 or 2 sentences about it in the summary. Yeah, in active voice, it's straightforward. Okay. So you write, we designed a solar energy station using this, and like a straight sentences. Okay. But like I said, the common mistake is people don't generally include the results of the work in the summary. They should be included. Okay. Check the report for technical errors, typing errors, and inconsistency. Okay, technical errors, for example, you did not write the units. Very common mistake. You did not write the units. You were using meters or feet or millimeters. This is a technical error. Okay. The equation is written, but there is a mistake in the equation. This is a technical error. Okay. Typing error, you know typing error, right? Even our cell phones know that we have typing error, so they give us suggestions, right? Autocorrect and so on. So you know typing error. And what is inconsistency? Inconsistency is I write we designed the building, and then in chapter 2 I write I designed this thing. This is inconsistency. I was using we, now I'm using I. This is inconsistency. Okay, so use the same types of pronouns and so on. Clear? Consider the design as well as the content. Content meaning what you are writing in the report, and design means how you will write it. Okay, content is what you are writing, and design is how you will write it, or how you will put it in the report. Okay, so content is what you are doing, and design is how you will put it in the report. Clear? Okay. So focus on both things. I did very well. Some of the students last year, some of the students came to me, they were complaining that why this group got the first prize, why didn't we win the first prize and so on. So some of them are complaining, obviously. So according to them, their work was better. So the content was good, but the other guys, their design was even better. So maybe they did less, but their report was better. Okay, so this is what can happen. Produce a report for the reader. Now look at all the points. You see any problem? Look at all the points. Point 1 and 10 are same. Why they are same? Because it's more important. You think about the reader when you start writing the report, you think about the reader when you finish writing the report. Got it? Somebody says, I did very well, but in the end, the reader says, I did not understand this. All your hard work is gone. Okay, so these were some points about the report writing, and now we move towards presentation. Okay, so first thing is take presentation as an event, okay, not as an activity. Okay, take presentation as an event, not an activity. For example, you wake up in the morning, right? Okay, and then you do what? What is the first thing you do? It's an activity, right? This is an activity. Okay, washing your face is an activity. Okay, then what? Then what do you do? Huh? In the morning, tell me anything which you do in the morning before coming to the class. Huh? Get ready. Getting ready is an activity. Clear? Okay. Now what is an event? So you are having the graduation day. Graduation day. So when you are coming towards the graduation day, now it's an event, right? Huh? You get ready in the same way as you are getting ready every day? No. What do? What is the difference between getting ready every day and getting ready for the graduation day? What's the difference?
Dress different.
Huh?
Dress different.
The dress is different, okay? And you make it ready beforehand. You don't say, okay, I will think in the morning what to wear, right? Okay? And you know what you require. So you have everything with you. Maybe you need some documents or cards or something. You have them with you, right? Clear? Okay? You set an alarm. Maybe usually just get up whenever you want. Okay? But for that day you will set up an alarm. Okay? So what is the difference between any activity and an event? Event is more important than the activity, and you plan for it. You plan for the event. Okay? Right now when you are sitting, you are doing lots of activities. Okay? Without even thinking about it. But presentation is not like that. Okay? Every presentation is a formal event. Okay? Why formal? Because you go in front of the people. It's not something which you are doing at your home. Okay? It's not something you are doing behind closed doors. Okay? So take it as a formal event and not an activity. And in these cases, especially in your case, now you have to do it in a group. Okay? So there's teamwork involved in the planning as well. Okay? I have seen presentations in which the students, they come here or wherever, and then they start blaming each other. So this was his part. One of my friends did it with me. He was asked a question, he said, I will not answer this question, ask him. And he left. Okay? So not a good bit of teamwork. Okay? Teamwork means what? Everybody is involved. Okay? Everybody is working together. Okay? And everybody is preparing and planning together. Okay? So teamwork is involved, and nowadays presentation means audio visual. Gone are the days when you were just standing in front of the people and just saying whatever you like. Okay? The presentation itself is important now. Okay? So the main purpose of the presentation can be some of these things. It can be all of them, or it can be some of them. Maybe you are just giving information to the people about something. Okay? The presentation can be just to inform the people. This event is about to happen, or we did this. Okay? Information. Other can be to persuade audience to act on something. So they are having a seminar on climate change, for example. So they want you to be doing something for climate change. Okay? Or they do this lecture in traffic, right? You go for your license, they give you a lecture, right? At least one. Sometimes they have more, I don't know. Okay? So they want you to do what? They want you to drive safely, right? So this is the second type. And to create goodwill, something which every company does. If you are in any company, you have any presentation in front of other people, this is what you are doing. You are creating goodwill, good impression, good rapport. Okay, our company is better than the others. This is what we call as marketing. Okay, so a presentation can be some or all of these things. You can have a presentation where you are doing all of these things together. Okay, a good presentation should have a good subject matter, meaning what you are presenting inside the material. Okay, the text and the information is good. Should match with the objective. Okay, so I am giving this presentation right now because from now onwards you will do the presentations, right? So it matches with the objective of the course. Okay, if I come here and start talking about traffic management, it will not make any sense. Okay, so it should be relevant to the audience as well as the event. Should best fit the audience, give the information which they like, which they can understand. Your presentation is very good, it's very technical, very sound. A professor comes, he will be impressed. But your audience are non-engineers, people who are from economics and finance. They will not understand a single word. Okay, it happened to me one time. I was very embarrassed. I went for a workshop in a car manufacturing company for some reason. Okay, and we were two guys, me and there was another person who was very senior, and he already did this type of thing. This was my first lecture outside university. Okay, so I didn't know what to do. My topic was more relevant to them. Okay, it was about artificial intelligence and so on. His topic was very minor. Okay, but they did not even let me finish. This happens. Okay, here even if you are sleeping, you will sleep, but you will let me talk, right? This is the good thing about being a teacher. Nobody will stop you. Okay, but in the industry this doesn't happen. If they don't like you, they will interrupt you. And some people are very aggressive. Okay, some people are very aggressive. They will interrupt you and they will start arguing with you. Okay, it has also happened with me a couple of times. Okay, so they will start arguing with you. Why are you saying this? This is against me. You are saying something against me. Why did you have this point in your presentation? Okay, so keep your audience in mind, otherwise it will create a problem for you. Okay, it's not like let me say anything and then I will just run away. No. They will grab you right then and there. Okay, clear? Okay, and should be well organized. Well organized means the presentation should be prepared in advance. First thing. Again, a very common mistake. People are coming, okay, this group is giving the presentation, let me make my presentation. I have 10 minutes. Come before time, presentation should be ready. Okay, this is part of organization. Some people come and say, okay, there was a slide, now it's missing. What am I supposed to do? The slide is missing, how? Magic? Okay, so it should be well organized. No surprises. Yeah. Now, why presentation is important, or why we are taking it as an event, why we are planning and doing all these things? Because when you are presenting, you are standing in front of the audience. So they are looking at what you are presenting and what you are, both. Okay, so again, if your content is very good, but you cannot read it properly, you did not practice it, you are not using your hands, you are just looking at the slide, this is not good. Like mentioned, 55% of the weightage of the presentation is non-verbal. So 45% is what you are saying or what you are showing. 55% is how you are doing it. Okay, clear? Are you using the slides properly? Are you moving around with people? Are you making eye contact? Are you using your hands? If you are using your hands, are you doing it too much? If you are moving around, again, are you doing it too much or just the right amount? Okay, I had a teacher and this was the first time and I didn't know about it. Okay, So he started his presentation from here, and he had a long hall. Okay, so every time he was walking from here to the end of the hall, then he came back, and he started walking again. So during his whole lecture, we were doing this. Okay, so this is too much. Steps of making good presentation. Each of these points has a link. When you open the slides, you can click on the link. It will take to your website, and all these points are explained in more detail. Okay. Within each point, you will see details and videos, good examples, bad examples, and so on and so forth. Okay, you can try this. Plan your presentation. I already mentioned it. Don't take it as an activity. I do it every day. No. This is an event, plan for it. Okay. Writing the content. First of all, write what you want to present. Okay. Common mistake, open the PowerPoint and take a template. Okay, now the template is there, half of my work is done. No, you did not even start. First write what points you want to include in the presentation. What figures, what tables. Then go for the template. Okay. Then design your presentation. Like I said, designing your presentation means you can select a template, the color, the number of slides, and so on. Okay, now do this. Giving a memorable presentation, meaning what you will do on the presentation day. Okay, so presentation day mean now I have to be prepared for the presentation. Every word which is written on the presentation should be in my mind. Okay, how will I make the presentation more interesting? Okay, people are getting bored, they are getting sleepy. So what will I do now? What do I do then? Somebody interrupts me in the middle of the presentation. What will I do then? Okay, the laptop is not working. What will I do then? So all these things, have them prepared in advance. This is what it means, the last point. The last point is not, okay, I will just go there and say, no. Prepare for everything which can go bad. This is what it means. Clear? Okay. Okay, this is what I'm starting this semester. Obviously, it may be the last time as well. But with every assignment, there will be a mock presentation. With every assignment, you have a chance to get a bonus. Okay, with every assignment, next one, assignment 2, 3, and so on. You have a chance to get a bonus. For the bonus, you will just come and do a rehearsal of your presentation in front of the class. That's it. The actual presentation will be after. If you don't do the rehearsal, you will not get the bonus. Clear? Okay. There are 3 members in the group. Only 2 do the rehearsal. Well, 2 will get the bonus. No problem. But the rehearsal or the mock presentation is just for your preparation. So I can give you the feedback without deducting your marks. Okay. You did the rehearsal, you will get the bonus. Done. Even if it was bad. Okay, it's just for your practice. The actual presentation will be after. Okay, so when assignment 2 appears, I think it will appear tomorrow. It will start appearing from tomorrow onwards. You will see 2 dates or 3 dates. One for submission of the report, one for doing this bonus activity, and one for the actual presentation. Okay, the grade for the presentation are for the actual one. Okay, but we will do a rehearsal so that you can practice for the actual one. Got it? Okay. Last time I deducted a lot of marks. Maybe for some people I deducted maybe 10, 12 marks on the basis of their presentation. Okay. And everybody was presenting together, so I cannot say, okay, you do one more time. No. So I'm giving a chance for everybody to do a practice in front of me. If there is anything wrong, I will tell you. Okay, you'll get a bonus and you will not lose any marks in the actual presentation. Good? Okay, the purpose is not to deduct your marks. The purpose is that you should prepare for the presentation. This is the purpose. Okay, if you don't prepare, not my fault. I gave you the chance. You come for the actual presentation, you will get what you get. Clear? And one more thing for the actual presentation. If you are late, I will still allow you to give it. So you said I could not come on that day, let me present on the next day. I will allow you to give it, I'll deduct some marks for being late. Don't ask me do my mock presentation later. No, there is a date. If you come on this date, you can do the rehearsal, you will get the bonus. If you are not coming on that day, done. Okay, just focus on the actual presentation. That's it. Clear? Any questions? Okay.